This game is not for everybody. This game is not for everybody. Witcher 3 doesn't hold a candle to the voice acting and storytelling of Cyberpunk, in my opinion. I put it up there with Metal Gear Solid 3, but probably not above. It's not the greatest thing ever, but it is so good, I don't care. Hello everybody, my name is the Pug of Wall Street, aka Street Kid, Temperance Ending. And let's talk my review of Cyberpunk. This is gonna be my actual review. I'll explain my thoughts, my experiences. I finished my first playthrough of Cyberpunk after 77 hours. I did a male street kid and got the Temperance ending. Then went back and got the Sun ending. And I've got to say, Temperance ending is the perfect ending for my street kid. The way I played him, the way he related to Johnny Silverhand, the way he related to the world, to the city, to the people around him. I think that it was the most perfect. Spoiler protection. It really brought me to tears. It was truly emotional. Voicemails afterwards fit so well, hit hard, hit right at home. The Temperance, the Sun ending wasn't quite really fitting for the way I played my character. Really did not match. He's a veteran of the streets. He knows what Night City can do to you, and he knows that there are certain moments where you've got to let go. It was so Oscar worthy. The way that the voice actor of V, the way that the team wrote the script, the way that Johnny Silverhand did everything, the options they gave me when tells you the thing about the the way that spoiler protection can react, the way it gives you that raw emotion. It was so good, so perfect. I genuinely can't tell you how much I enjoyed that ending. It was incredible. I pretty much did every side quest I could find. Not all of them. There are still lots of side quests I haven't done, but a lot of the main side quests, like Witcher style contract things, I did do. I did all the cyber psychosis ones. I did the Full on the Hill. I did as many side quests as I could find for other characters. Carrie, Joshua, Peter Pan, Mitch and Scorpion, Racing. I did that one. Had a different ending. Very street kid. Knows the city, understands the consequences of doing things that you shouldn't be doing. I didn't fast travel anywhere. I drove. It felt like Night City demanded I drove, and I drove everywhere. It was fun. It was enjoyable. And I just went around doing side quests and missions and a lot, finding more and more things about the story. And now doing my second playthrough as a female corpo, I've missed a lot of things. Didn't even know it was possible. So the way I played my street kid was stealth, pistols, and sniper rifles, and gorilla arms. That's good. I've had very few glitches, no game-breaking bugs, no crashes. I think the worst thing ever was when an enemy got pushed when I punched him with my gorilla arms. Pushed inside of an object and got stuck. That was the thing that happened, but it was just a side character. I just blew him up with a gas grenade or something like that. That's understandable. If you've played any open world game, you understand there's going to be limitations and problems and stuff like that. Pistols felt really satisfying. Getting Overwatch or the 05, those sniper rifles feel real good. Getting the revolver from the side quest thing, it was real good. And now with a corpo, it's crazy. Using ricochets as an actual tactic with an assault rifle is insane. There was a guy behind cover and I'm shooting at a wall and it's bouncing and hitting him. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Or a guy that's behind a shelf, so I shoot the floor underneath the shelf and it's blasting his kneecaps. Oh, that's good. It feels good to play this game. I enjoyed my time. It was beautiful. It was incredible. I enjoyed it. 77 hours. I'm predicting another 30 for my corpo playthrough, and then I'll take my time on the Nomad. I'll do that the perfect, best ending possible. Panam, best girl, but Judy, best girl too? The people that say that it doesn't feel like you're building your own character, like they're pre-built, look, you have 3 paths. If you've ever played Baldur's Gate or Divinity Original Sin 2 or any of those games, you have pre-established stories. If you've played D&D, you get to choose your own story depending on the DM. You get to choose those things, but in Cyberpunk, man, There are limitations. You can't really be making 17 billion storyline options. I'm sure that they wanted to do that. I'm sure that they would have wanted to give you a selection choice that would have modified the dialogues. I'm sure they would have wanted to do that, but then we would be here for another 2 to 3 years waiting for the game. Right now, I'm very excited. Expansion packs, DLC, modding support, everything is going to be great. This game is going to be lots of fun. I can't wait to see what they do, see what new content they add, what new adventures we can have. I'm actually really excited. As if this is the first game I ever bought full price. I've got to say, if you have a PC that can run it, run it. If you have a this gen console, the PS5, Series X, Series S, run it, buy it. If you like Witcher 3, kind of Destiny, kind of RPG stuff, you know, buy it, run it, play it, do it. It's not grabbing Cyberpunk, the genre, the concept, and making something new out of it. It's not grabbing the concept of sci-fi and turning it into something new. It's grabbing the ideas, the main concepts of Cyberpunk, and putting a story in it. It's not going to revolutionize the way we understand the concept of the style of Cyberpunk. It's an interpretation of the Cyberpunk board game, I mean tabletop, not a board game, the tabletop, as a single player, story-based RPG. My rule is $60, 60 hours of fun. Not 60 hours, 60 hours of fun. Like Skyrim, $15, 200 hours of fun with mods, Skyrim on its own is a bit iffy. Thank goodness for the unofficial Skyrim patch. Cyberpunk 2077, $60, 77 hours of fun. Because there were a few hours. If you are expecting Call of Duty campaign style, or if you're expecting Doom Eternal campaign styles, if you're expecting just to play Destiny 2, you're not going to enjoy this game. This is not shooty bang bang game. This is not make small numbers become big numbers grinding in multiplayer game. This is not flowing smooth shooter arcade style gameplay. It's none of that. This is a good game. Very good game. It's a great game that is going to captivate audiences and people are going to enjoy it, and it's going to be considered one of the best games ever made once it gets patched, the bugs and the fixes and the content and all the DLCs are done and everything is done. It's just like The Witcher 3. When it came out, it is great. Lots of incredible things that were done to it, but it only got real good until the entire game expansions and things were done. We gotta understand that one playthrough of Cyberpunk-based game took almost double my original Witcher 3 main storyline playthrough, no expansion passes. And the map of The Witcher is bigger. I skipped a lot of dialogues in The Witcher, because there at one point it repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats. But in Cyberpunk, my entire first playthrough, I never skipped dialogue. It was so cool, so fun, so enjoyable. The second playthrough, I am obviously going to skip a lot of dialogue because I just want to see, I want to get the moon ending and the devil ending. I want to get those endings. I'm just doing it for those endings, the achievements. This game is not going to change the way we understand stories and human art and philosophy and the psychology of man. It's not going to do that. This game is going to give you the opportunity to play and immerse yourself in a city that feels like it's a real city. That you want to drive through, that you want to live in, even though it would be horrible to live there. This game has incredible characters, incredible writing, incredible story times. I'm telling you, I catch myself doing this face a lot. Like when I see my reflection in my second monitor, I'd be like after something big happens, I'm like, I catch myself with my heartbeat pumping real hard. I catch myself feeling joy, feeling sadness, feeling things for a video game. This hasn't happened to me since The Witcher. Since The Witcher 3. I played Witcher 1 and 2. Witcher 1 and 2 and don't hold a candle to the storytelling, voice acting of 3. 3 feels really good. And Witcher 3 doesn't hold a candle to the voice acting and storytelling of Cyberpunk, in my opinion. Is it perfect? Not even close. But the moment it becomes perfect, it's gonna blow my mind. This has ruined my stream schedule. I used to have lots of fun streaming multiplayer games and shooter games and having lots of fun doing that. And when Cyberpunk came out, I had to stop And I haven't streamed in a month and a half, I think, or more. Because I don't want to. I just want to play Cyberpunk. I don't want to stream Call of Duty. So I don't know what games to install and play on stream. Probably... I don't know, I just want to play Cyberpunk right now. I'm actually doing this right before going to play Cyberpunk so I can record some footage for this. I really just want to play Cyberpunk. That's all I want to do right now, is play Cyberpunk.